today we're going to be taking a look at the absolute state of VTubing. Yes, you guys really liked my previous video about VTubers, and today we're watching another one by Depressed 𝑬𝑽𝑬𝑹 today. As you guys know, I'm trying to get more involved in the VTuber space at the moment, so I feel like this is good preparation to see what I have in store or what's upcoming. I'm live every single day, so make sure to subscribe, like, comment on this video. Let's go take a look at what is going on today.
VTubing is ruined. What happened to VTubers? Why is
They all became IRL streamers, and now they do OnlyFans and Fansly. Yep. Hey, it's Western VTubing. We know it's true. We know it's true.
VTubing so negative now? It's a sincere question that you might have asked, especially if you came into the industry back in its early establishment. And it's a question laced with negativity, usually.
Oh,
if you've been around since like 2020, 2019, you might have a fond memory of what it represented. It was a time when it was magical, it was fresh.
Oh my
Everything
god,
was
bro,
glittering with inspiration and creativity.
Oh my god.
You felt emotions you've never felt before, a space to enjoy and escape from the real world that was breathing down your neck. But now? Well, it just seems like many places are on fire, and it's hard to ignore the screaming in the background, and it's usually the same cycle. First comes venting, then callouts, then vague posting, then politics.
Dude, why is it every time I go on Twitter, there's like new VTuber drama? Like someone's made a Google Doc, or like someone's like, yeah, like vague posting about someone else. It's so strange. I'm of the belief if you have beef with someone, just be upfront, dude. If you got a problem with a bitch, call out the bitch. Hey, grow some fucking balls, bro. Do it. Hey, that's my opinion.
High school level drama every single week. It's gotten to a point that I'm getting tired of it. Me, a fucking slop-eating, slop-making retard. We have VTubers themselves reminiscing about the good times, pondering what happened. Somewhere in 2020 and 2026, a poison was dropped in the well. Something that cascaded the industry into this messy dumpster fire.
That's a long time.
Its many ups
That's a long time. 6 years? That's a long time.
and downs, many people still call home. So, what happened? But before we continue, may I interest you in other videos not meant for the peasants to see?
I would never do such a thing. I'm a freeloader. Sorry, my bad.
We have monthly exclusive banners in there, as well as uncensored versions of certain content.
That was smooth, though.
Free.
That was
Besides,
smooth.
you
That
help
was
me
smooth.
keep creating bangers
That
like these
was
in the long
smooth.
term with your support. So if you have some spare change for a cup of coffee every month or something, consider giving it to me instead. Anyway, that's all. Thank you, and let's go back to the video. Let's make things clear first. Since 2020, where a lot of traditional fans became fans, the scene has always been plagued with a lot of negativity and drama and tribalistic behavior, especially from HoloLive fans and 𝑳𝑽𝑬𝑽𝑬 fans.
Oh boy. Oh, Niji-sanji. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh god. Oh, Niji-san. Oh dear. A lot has happened in the last 6 years.
During those days, stuff happened, like 𝑬𝑽𝑬𝑽𝑬 harassed in the workspace, Mano Aloe's graduation exploding in HoloLive's face, Capcom intentionally targeting HoloLive for not getting proper permissions for their games, HoloLive fans being skeptical of English, the Keryo Coco Taiwan incident, HoloLive China being dissolved and the political shenanigans that came from that, Mori Calliope's Lane incident, Mori Calliope's Connor incident, Mori Calliope being baited by the trolls incident, Mori Calliope's Gura incident. There was a lot of Mori Calliope drama.
I didn't realize she had so much surrounding her. Didn't Mori recently like have a thing where she's like taking a step back a little bit too? Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh dear. I feel like I gotta move myself a little bit. There we go. We'll be here today. We'll be here today.
Even outside HoloLive, we had the voice replacement incident of Kizuna Ai, the King Yuzaka Mero versus Yuzuki Rua civil war, Project Melody's VTuber model getting copyright struck by the modeler. I could name a lot more, but most of the drama I'm gonna wager you haven't really heard of, especially.
Honestly, one of the biggest things that a lot of VTubers don't do, you need to make sure you own the stuff that you have. You need to make sure you own the rights to your model, you own the rights to your name, you own the rights to your look. If you want to put yourself out there as a character and like a brand, you have to make sure you own the rights to your stuff. And a lot of people don't realize that. Like maybe they start small and things blow up and they don't realize they actually own the stuff that they don't own their material. Okay, as someone that's worked in marketing for like a long time, You need to make sure you own your character. You need to make sure you own your brand. Yeah, let's look at Fillion, for example, right? I'm talking about like in general terms for a lot of VTubers. Make sure you own your work. Okay, it's very important.
The smaller ones, or you might even think that it wasn't that big of a deal. But even despite
unless you're Corpa, in which case the rules are a little bit different.
All this negativity, there was a massive upside. People chose not to focus on the drama too much and the negativity, including myself. Because VTubing was so magical, it incited a lot of very deep and positive emotions. It inspired so much creativity and will that the fact that there were a lot of drama was almost brushed under the rug. In this once small bubble, the positivity overpowered the negativity, even while that negativity was happening during its peak. But as the magic of VTubing slowly disappeared, as the freshness faded and the industry expanded, that positive energy also went away. The honeymoon period being over left fans roiling in the negativity that
I don't know, I feel like this might be a little bit dramatized. I don't know if it's like, now it's just overrun with negativity and there's nothing to be happy about anymore. I think that's a bit crazy. I think that's a bit wild to say. I don't think that's necessarily true. Like, have there been dramas? Yes. Have there been issues? Absolutely. People realize it's not all sunshine and rainbows and people are more clued into that. Absolutely. But I don't think that's taken away like the joy and whimsy necessarily. I don't think it's now a soulless husk. I don't believe that to be the case at all.
remains.
I think just the landscape is just shifting and changing.
But a few people might not see it that way, especially the newcomers. I hear a lot of opinions about why VTubing became the way that it is, whether or not they prefer it. VTubers focused so much on the streamer aspect rather than the character part. I interpreted this as a lot of newcomers focusing too much on the business rather than the fun, becoming overall a well-oiled machine rather than an entertainer. And on the other end of the spectrum, we have tweets like this from Jocat saying that VTubing is
kind of proud of VTubers slowly but surely breaking down the idol culture roots of VTubing. Sharing your face, being open about having a partner, keeping the parasocials in check. I think it's healthier overall. Sure. I don't know. Like, I feel like it's okay for like landscapes to change. Listen, at the end of the day, if someone wants to do more the traditional route of like idol culture like VTubing, go ahead, do that. But I think like opening the door for people to have a bit more freedoms too, I think is also healthy, right? Because we you know, like the whole idol culture thing isn't always the healthiest for some people. And I don't think like people should be shamed if they end up doing that kind of stuff. Just simply like pick the people of VTubers that you like. And if you see one's engaging in it and not the way that you like, you don't have to engage with them. You know what I mean? Like if you want to be open about your life, you can be. I don't think they should be gatekept in that way. At the end of the day, you as viewers have a choice to choose who you watch, right?
becoming better because everyone is slowly shedding the idol culture parts of the medium. So which is it? Is VTubing becoming worse or getting better?
I just
Obviously,
think it's changing.
your answer will ultimately depend on factors like when you became interested in VTubing and entered the industry, and who your favorite creators are, and if you are a creator yourself, what kind of creator you wanna be. And as you can surmise from the title, I am leaning towards the former, especially because I am a traditional VTuber fan, who mostly watches VTubers that associate more with the JP adjacent culture rather than the English Twitch streamer culture. And from my thinking, I have created a model that encapsulates why VTubing has become the way that it is. I call it the 4Ds: difficulty, disillusionment, division, and drama. I think this is the loop that made VTubing the way that it is. And
4Ds. Quadruple D boobies.
wherever you might have started falling into the piece here, I've noticed that it always happens in this order. So let me break it down. As VTubing expanded, there became more viewers, more money to harvest, but also more competition. There became less things to try and innovate on. Back then, when there were few VTubers,
Jesus Christ! Why am I inside the... Why am I inside the legs? Why, bro? That's crazy.
innovation and even unique character design elements and gimmicks were easier to do because the space was emptier. There were still lots of strats and undiscovered niches, but now,
Oh my god, this vibe is so Disney. This is giving Disney. You know what I mean? That's cute. I love that.
a lot of niches has been filled. Standing out, has become a lot more difficult. This bred a bit of desperation, a sense of defensiveness or insecurity for a VTuber's own content, design, and even fans. We saw a small glimpse of this behavior from multiple big VTubers.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This was like VTuber 9/11, bro. I'm gonna be real. The whole Cinder drama, bro, that was actually VTuber 9/11. For Westerners, anyway.
When the Cinder incident happened. When VTubing became big, it started to get more difficult to create content that could retain your viewers while also attracting more. This might not be the case for a lot of the bigger already established.
Dude, I love Iron Mouse's new model. It's so cute. Have you seen it? Oh my god, I think it might be one of her best, in my opinion. The face is so good on it.
Creators, but it is the case for most of the creators that wanted to climb the ladder, and believe me, there was a lot. Without the support of something like HoloLive, how the hell were you supposed to grow your own brand? This was when a lot of new agencies popped up, led by people with mysterious background and probably almost zero business experience, and they promised you a little bit of what HoloLive does, but without the glam and pre-established numbers. Some VTubers joined these agencies.
I don't care about Iron Rat after NTE takes. Brother, you're one of those people that, like, someone will have one take of, like, yeah, I don't like this thing and that thing, and people will turn around and be like, they're the worst human beings imaginable. They're a rat. They're awful. They're terrible people. Because they had, like, one bad fucking, like, a weird take. I don't know, man. I think people like that are kind of... You're kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
But normally, they are short-lived because a lot of them collapse in the most miserable yet spectacular way. It's a miracle if they just died peacefully and, you know, without drama. Whether these incidents happen because the CEO was a sex pest, or the genmates were schizophrenic that it ruins the company from the inside, or, you know, maybe just the simple but innocent CEO is not that good at business. Lots of things could go wrong behind the scenes, and it could genuinely affect how some of these VTubers see the industry. But let's say you're just an indie that didn't need an agency but needed a bit of help.
Oh my god, didn't Bao face revealed like last week. She looks so good.
Perhaps the aid of a third-party company or solo managers was the way to go. But then turns out you end up being scammed or being sex-pested. Seems to be a common occurrence here for some reason. But when agencies and companies weren't enough, some people started to do interesting things. Without the support of an agency, the strat for a lot of VTubers was to be active on Twitter and engage with fans and nerd stuff before debuting themselves. At first, this was a success, with one of the more notable examples being Artemis of the Blue. But then some of these people started bitching and whining about the lack of success, instead of—
Wait, hang on, wait, what?
But then some—
Seeing VTubers who joined this month overtake your 6 months of effort in 1 week, I mean, I support people, but this kind of makes me want to cry, especially if the design is like absolutely bland. I guess I will have to start jumping trends, which I hate. Excuse me? Oh my god, I've been working for like 6 months and this person started and they've already overtaken me. Womp womp, do better. Sorry, the world's not fucking fair. Dude, you're clearly not doing good enough. I don't want to be that bitch. I don't want to be that. Sometimes putting in more effort, yeah, doesn't mean you'll get more rewards. Sometimes you got to work smarter, not harder, right? Like, sometimes people will come up and they will blow up so quick, or they'll blow up quicker than you, or they get more success. Like, oh, I don't want to jump on trends. Dude, like, do you want to be a content creator or not? Do you want to be in this space or not? Like, yeah, I'm gonna start VTubing and I'm gonna talk about the most niche things imaginable that has, like, no audience. Why am I not growing? I wonder. Sometimes niches can have very dedicated audiences and you could definitely build from that. But, like, if you're not, like, engaging in how to build an audience, what are we doing? This is insane. Also, this tweet just makes you sound like you are just so self-entitled. I would not want to have anything to do with you. I would not want anything to fucking do with you. That's crazy. Yeah, like also like, bro, I look like a fucking like squiggle, bro. Like, I don't even have boobs right now. Okay, like, you don't have to have the most insane, beautiful model ever. You can, bro, you can have the most like shit fucking design ever. If the personality is good and people want to engage with it, that's fine, right? That's what a lot of it is. It's just like just having. Just be interesting, first and foremost. Yeah, don't be chopped, bro. Be entertaining. Be something, you know? Ah!
These people started bitching and whining about the lack of success instead of, you know, actually streaming.
Don't close your eyes to what's happening. Please don't ignore this and say the VTuber community should stay off politics. That they should just stay happy and pretend nothing. Please keep up with the news and stay safe, everyone. Okay, can I say one crazy thing? This is obviously a personal taste thing, right? I'm so fucking tired of politics in not just VTubers, but in streaming culture. I'm tired of politics and streaming culture. I'm tired of people making content from politics because it's just spawned so many fucking bad faith actors. People realize you can get big off talking about social issues and politics, and I think it's muddied the waters so fucking much to like real issues because it's spawned in bad actors who like legitimately grift, they don't believe what they say, but they pander to audiences to gain like attention and money, and then like those that actually has like social consequences within society. Like it actually has like consequences within society of this kind of stuff, and people just do it because like, you know, it's views. It actually like blows my fucking mind. I think politics and like social issues is like it's just kind of crazy at the moment. It's just kind of crazy. Like I've kind of stopped talking about it online. I'm kind of like, because even I get tired of it, and it's like I like streaming now to be like my fun and whimsy of having fun and playing video games. Like I'm very political and I'm very opinionated, and if something bothers me enough, I'll talk about it. But like I just like I'm like it feels like a lot of VTubers as well. Oh, how do I get big? Let me talk about politics. Let me say how much I hate LGBTQ people, right? Like it kind of does. Let me say how much I hate any colored people. You know, like and sometimes I open up my Twitter feed and I'm like, okay, who said the N-word today? Like it kind of feels like that. It's like a roulette. Like yeah, like I open up Twitter and it's like I hate immigrants. Like it's actually crazy. Like it's so predictable. It's so predictable. Guys, you've made me angry. Now I hate all trans people. Like that's genuinely how it feels like when I open up Twitter. I'm just like, bro, do we have to do this to like get attention? What happened just playing games? Like obviously people could do whatever the fuck they want. There's a corner, there's an audience for you of people who will support. If you have those views, there's an audience for it. They will support your views. They'll call you based. Go fucking exist in there. I don't fucking care, right? Not my problem. But it feels like it's like all the time on Twitter now. And I'm like, it's boring. It's boring. It's boring.
And putting effort and researching what they want to do. These permanent debut TBA creators would be called VTweeters. And I mention them because a lot of the negativity and drama that happens in the industry is on Twitter and is caused by VTweeters and tweets.
The Twitter VTubers, bro, there's like so many of these like VTubers, like VTweeters that say like the craziest fucking things for attention. They get lots of Twitter likes. Like they will literally get like thousands of Twitter likes. And then you go to their streams and they're streaming to like 2 people and they're the most boring fucking people imaginable. It's so funny. It's like they literally get thousands of likes on these tweets. You go to their streams and like no one's fucking actually watching them. It's actually hilarious. It's like Twitter isn't like everything. Twitter doesn't equal growth. Twitter doesn't equal fucking growth.
In general, regardless if they were VTweeters or not. But some of them actually started grinding. And some would even implement a few less than ethical tactics. At first, it was relatively subtle, like copying design elements, sometimes intentionally to leech off of one of the popular ones, sometimes unintentionally. Not to leech, but because they found it to be a cool design gimmick or because they looked up to the VTuber, or sometimes 2 different minds just come up with the same.
I think we've kind of spoken about this before. Like, you can have similarities like in design. There are people that use like the same artist too, yeah, that kind of have similar themes. Like my design is nothing like unique or special. I just really like pink and white. That's literally my thing. I really like pink and white, but there are so many other like VTubers that look so similar to me. Look at like Camilla, for example, right? Like there's just like there's so many that look the same, and I think that's okay. Right? Because at the end of the day, everyone has like their different flavors too. Like you're not gonna have the same thing. But saying that, there's so many opportunities for cool and unique design, right? There's like so many. So I think similarities is fine, but I think like blatant 1-for-1 ripoff copying is kind of crazy. Like, it is kind of crazy.
Design or gimmick at the same time. But then it started to escalate. People started aggressively collabing with other VTubers.
I feel like genuine content of something you will like will draw your audience and you'll grow, make it political, is everything. Do you know what also one of the downsides of making all your content about social issues and politics is that you garner an audience that's extremely tribalistic to one like ideal or way of thinking, right? As soon as you, an individual, have a take that those people like disagree with, you're fucked. They disown you. I've seen it in the political space. I've seen it time and time again happen. As soon as you start having takes where like it's against the grain or against that norm, they will disown you. You're now part of the problem, so you have to keep up appearances and keep up saying the same things. This isn't a left or right leaning thing. It's both sides, right? It's both. As soon as you stop having the take that community have, you're fucking gone, right? Which is why like I don't like. I'm sure people in my chat, I've got right leaning people and left leaning people, but it's okay because like I don't. It's whatever. We're not here to talk about those fucking issues right now. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
It's not to foster friendships, but to borrow their platform or organize their own network, having their fingers on a bit of everyone's pie. They would pretend to be fans or supportive, slowly worming their way to that creator's circle, pestering them, not really even considering them as friends, but more so jumping paths just so they can leech off of them a little bit. An entire discussion even appeared on Twitter
Oh
about
yeah,
this,
collaborations.
on whether or not collabing should purely be a business decision or something you should be able to do.
I'm so okay. Listen, low-key, I do believe collabs are a great way to like build and grow, and I think for the most part they should be considered a professional thing. Like you are here to exchange content. Maybe in the process you might also end up liking those individuals, or maybe you might even become friends. That's okay, but I think it's also okay to like just have it be professional, you know? But I think you need to collab with people you have chemistry with, right? You need to go like if you collab but you don't have chemistry, maybe it's not a fit for you. You don't have to be friends with fucking everyone. I think that's why I'm kind of like grateful like I don't have to collab with anyone if I don't want to. Like I don't need collabs for like success or anything like that. But I'm also not against it either. I'm down. Like if someone wants to like shoot me a DM and be like, "Hey, let's fucking do something." Like I'm so down. Like, if I think we're a good fit, if I think we're probably a decent match, obviously I wouldn't say yes to everyone, but like, I'm like down. I'm so down. I think it'd be fun.
With just your friends. There's nothing necessarily wrong with that, but it does speak to the intentions of many VTubers and how they appear on stream. Because to a fan, how do we tell who are real friends versus who are just collabing to social climb and rub shoulders with bigger?
I did a stream with 𝑬𝑽𝑬𝑽 once, and that was really fun. 𝑬𝑽𝑬𝑽's honestly lovely. She's lovely. I think like we talked about doing something again sometime, which would be fun. Like I'm down to like do fun things.
Content creators. It got to a point that even big creators started complaining about how used they feel when they became victims of this. But VTuber wannabes weren't the only parasites. There were also Twitch e-girls. Even e-girls and Twitch streamers.
No! Oh no!
Were using the VTuber tag on Twitch at one point to capitalize off of the rising trend,
Dude.
which gave way for a lot of these e-girls to
I've got no issue with e-girls, by the way. I don't have a problem. You pick your poison. You either watch it or you don't.
try their hand on the medium, without really even understanding, appreciating, or participating in the culture.
But I do think like tag hopping like that is kind of crazy.
Post memes, copy paste and recycle engagement bait strats. And look, I respect it. I like reading through some of these trends and engagement baits myself, but some of them can get a little too weird for comfort. It could be vague posting about something, it could be a rage bait, it could be sympathy bait, or even virtue signaling. Sometimes they'd even join trends that are usually a guaranteed attention magnet like art raffles, or more notoriously, VTuber versus IRL, who started off innocent enough and still in line with the medium, but then they started to integrate actual flesh posting. And the moment this happened, it became a bit of a slippery slope. Because then a lot
I don't mind it. I've said this. I don't mind IRL posting. Like, I think that's okay. But like, you have to... I think it comes with a consequence to the VTuber itself. Like, you have to realize that some people might not want to watch you anymore. Right? And you just have to accept that. Some people might be like, oh, like, I don't want a VTuber that's also IRL. It's ruined it for me. And you just have to accept that's the case. And also realize that some people might just want to watch you because of your IRL stuff. You just have to, I think it's a person, you just have to be aware.
indie VTubers started to not just stop on the VTuber versus IRL trend, but started to integrate their bodies and faces as part of their regular content. And I'm not talking about the occasional hand cam or walking streams, I'm talking about IRL. I say this mostly as observation than judgment, but there's a lot of VTubers whose regular content, whether that be on their streams or on their tweets, aren't really even of their characters anymore, but rather their bodies, and it eventually falls into a pipeline of doing only—
Looking! Oh! Looking! Excuse me, ma'am. I see some. Oh! What is that?
fans or fanslay content that don't even use their VTuber models porn, like what many authentic lewd VTubers—
Dude, bro, if I showed my tits on the internet, I'd get so much fucking money, bro. Sometimes it makes me depressed. Dude, my titties are so big, bro. If I just show, bro, I would make so much money, dude. Oh, my boobs are so big, I would make so much money. Oh, but I like being silly.
do. And look, I know there's a lot of weird hate—
Did you already do that? Yeah, but like, I didn't charge for it. That was for free. I did that for free.
against fanslay using VTubers now, and if the VTuber uses their actual VTuber models or just art of themselves, I think that's fair game. The occasional flesh posting to me is okay, especially cosplay related ones, even if it's not safe for work, especially if you've been upfront about your content, and especially if that was the natural pipeline for your career, like if you were a porn VA, for example, or a VR chat streamer. But I think if your regular content and your NSFW is just your IRL, especially with your face attached, and you market yourself as a VTuber, I would be inclined to think that in large part you're not really a VTuber. Of course, there are exceptions, especially when you're categorized as a live streamer who happens to have a VTuber model like Onigiri and Kayson, but it's hard not to think that way. And the thing is, this trend is not exclusive to Western VTubing, as much as a lot of the whining traditional fans like to believe. Many indie JP VTubers actually exploit this—
Dude, oh my god, I've seen so many like JP VTubers who like stream with their tits out. Like, it's just like their model and also them, but it's just boob cam. Like, this absolutely exists in JP too.
well, if you use the godforsaken site—
Yes! This! They just straight up have boobie out! It's just, they just straight up have boobie out!
as Twitter, you might have seen a lot of these. A lot of VTubers bouncing their tits and showing their full naked bodies, and it gets them lots of views. Goonbait is and always will be a tried and true method for catching the attention in—
Okay, you know what? One of these days, I'm just gonna post a video of my boobs. Like, it'll happen one day, just randomly, on like a random fucking Wednesday. Just because it'll be funny. Not because, just because it'll be funny. That's it. No other reason. There's no like malicious intent behind it. It would just be funny. Yeah, you're all saying shocked. You're all saying shocked. You've already done that. Well, I'd do it again. I would do it again. Okay, like
the internet. But perhaps
I will un-VIP myself. Okay, now you're just lying. Now y'all are just lying.
on a VTuber's last attempt to find viewers, some take on one of the bigger gambles, breaking what used to be a big taboo in VTubing: political commentary.
Fuck!
You see, traditionally, VTubing was supposed to be non-political. Like, there was nothing about anime e-girls that was supposed to reflect real-world current happenings. It was supposed to—
Can we just talk about gooning in video games? Can we just, you know...
be a place for escapism. You don't fucking preach about BLM and fuck ICE whenever you're live or you're tweeting, but you also don't preach about the fucking loss of Christian values or pearl clutch about—
Again, you could have whatever political views you fucking have. Not my problem. I don't care anymore. Right? I don't care. But oh my god, it's so grifty. Like, I know for a fact there are certain people who say these things and they don't actually believe what they say. You know? It's like, and they all say the same fucking talking points. It's always the same thing. It's like there's no new thoughts or concepts that ever. Do you know what I care about in politics? I care about the working population and your quality of life, okay? That's what I care about. When you go to the fucking supermarket, how much does food cost? How much are your jobs fucking paying you? Do you have enough to raise your kids? Do you have good health care, okay? Are your family okay? Are you able to look after your parents? Are your parents okay? When you're 70, are you going to be able to be okay too? That's what I fucking care about. I care about, like, what actual real things in the world that actually fucking matter, right? Jobs. I care about your health, right? I care about, like, your quality of life. I think those are the things that matters, but no, the conversation is that the most important issues we have in today's society is this person gay or not? People can't afford fucking houses, and everyone online wants to talk about, I hate gay people! Fuck me! Oh, sorry. As you can tell, I'm at that stage of life where the disillusionment of real life is kicking in.
Sex workers. But as it is when niche nerdy things become mainstream, political people come in, from all walks and backgrounds. It's always been a thing on Twitter, but they were largely ignored up until the big 2023, when 𝑬𝑽𝑬𝑽𝑬 and 𝑬𝑽𝑬𝑽𝑬 were harassed by Twitter Slacktivists because they dared to play the wizard game. But then other communities started to form, and then other communities that were formed to counter them. It subtly started with people like Kershaw. Peepa also got roped into it. Bro doesn't want any of this bullshit in the industry.
I also feel like it's just, bro, if I wanted to, like, grift, right now, I could make a video about, like, how these people are ruining gaming, or this community is ruining this, and get lots of views. And, like, it can work and you could do it, but, like, you have to realize you're at the behest of that community at that point. If you suddenly have a differing opinion, they're gonna come after you. Like, so I don't fucking care, man. Like, you do you, bro. Whatever.
And was never really part of the entire culture war. However, the identity politics crowd deemed her to be right-leaning because she hates that this poison was infesting the industry, and because Face Connect was, you know, loved by 4chan. On the other side of the aisle, there were also multiple people making their declarations, like 𝑬𝑽𝑬𝑽𝑬 of Nijisanji-EN's blatant hate for white people, and Finana's Educate Yourself incident, claiming that the Japanese term
Loki said I have to do this, but I think I'm gonna ban a word that has 2 definitions on my streams because it's used as a disrespectful slang to describe gender, and I hate seeing it appear in chat every time I play a new gacha. It makes me uncomfy. Please use respectful terms. Most importantly, educate yourself. Huh? A word that has 2 definitions? What even? I can't even think. What? Yeah, holy vague post. Most importantly, educate yourselves. How can we educate ourselves if we don't know what you're referring to? Probably trap? Trans or femboy? Okay.
trap was
Futa?
transphobic.
Oh, trap. I don't know, man. Dude, I don't fucking know. Okay, can I be real? I also think the most, like, well-adjusted people, like, I'm familiar with, like, a number of, like, trans people, and, like, people usually don't really give that much of a shit. Like, it really depends, like, if you're being malicious or not. I think, like, everything is about, like, are you being malicious? That comes down, are you just being a piece of shit or not? That's, like, the extent of things.
Happened in 2022, but whatever. A lot of these politically charged incidents slowly but surely gave rise to a new breed of political figures. Now, we have seemingly right-leaning figures like Powder and Leaflet, while on the other we have Nyara and, Anna Valens, question mark?
Who?
Sorry, I could not think of any left-leaning politically charged VTubers that had.
Do you know why there aren't any? It's because, like, Twitter is so overrun with, like, right-leaning, like, talking points. Why? Because it's a platform that Elon Musk owns. Like, what's the point? What's the point of being left-leaning on Twitter? Like, if you're just gonna get dogpiled by people just having their points. Like, that's why people don't talk about it. And also, a lot of people that are left-leaning don't like to get involved with, like, politics. They don't want to say things, like, straight up. Like, there's so many people that have left-leaning values that just won't talk about it, right? Like, but they're, like, it's one of those things that some people can be left-leaning, but they don't want to have to talk about their values all the time. It's like, yeah.
Like a bigger platform. There's also more on Twitter, by the way. We now have lots of political commentators in VTubing who mostly just tweets about it and occasionally does a little bit of streaming or who doesn't stream at all. I'd explain more.
Again, it's not my business. I have my opinions and values, and you could disagree with me. That's totally fine. I'm down to have like normal conversations. I don't make politics my thing, but it's like, it's just kind of like boring to see these days. It's the same conversations all the time.
Of the history about how this happened, but that's worth an.
And like, I feel like it's a rabbit hole. Like, you could say like, oh, I don't like this thing, but then people go even further with it. I just think it there's a pipeline of like saying one thing, and then there's like an extremist pipeline that's like death to X group on like either sides of the political spectrum. Like, you go down one, and then suddenly you're talking about wanting death to certain kinds of people. Like, I feel like at that point we're like, okay, man, maybe we don't go that far. Again, it's a both sides thing.
Entire video, y'all are gonna have to settle on a super reductive, oversimplified version. All of this combined had VTubing develop its own battleground of political ideologies. Now more than ever, talking about politics is a risky yet effective way to grow your numbers, regardless of right or left. If you are
It could be really successful, but again, it could be really risky because they could disown you so quickly.
Traditional VTuber fan, it's like a landfill was forming right outside your gated village. If you go out.
Also, like, if you political grift to like either side, sometimes you will get a very loyalist audience that will defend you no matter what. And I feel like as well, a lot of these people that get involved with politics, they want, okay, this might be a bit crazy, this might be a bit of a hot take. I think a lot of them love when they get attacked online. I think they love being victims. Like, this might be a crazy fucking take, but it's just what I've observed. I think they love people going after them. They love being attacked. They love being called like terrible things because then they get to talk about it. And then they love to place blame on certain groups of people. That gives them more content. It's a self-fulfilling cycle. They love it when people call them like so many things. They love being victims because then they could be like, hey, all these people from this group, they've attacked me. And it's a self-fulfilling cycle, and it happens again. And suddenly people be like, oh my god, no, these people are horrible. You'll gain more fans, you'll gain more loyalists. And then suddenly you have a very, very, almost a cultish community that will like go to war for you. Because you always get attacked by these people. It's so strange. It's kind of crazy. And it's this cycle. I've seen it. I observe it. I'm like, that's crazy.
Outside the gate, you can definitely fucking smell it. It's gotten to a point that even it has attracted the attention of traditional fans who normally wouldn't participate in these kind of discussions. But in lieu of the happening being outside, some feel compelled to say their piece, especially 𝑬𝑽𝑬𝑽 fans because some members there are more politically driven than others. Though perhaps it was always inevitable that politics was going to invade VTubing. So hey, you know, if you—
It invaded VTubing because it invaded normal streaming content. Bro, look at the amount of IRL streamers that talk about politics now, like Asmon, Hassan, right? Fucking Destiny, Tectone, everyone. Bro, people switch to politics because that's what like views are. Talking about social issues. It just is what it is. It just is what it is.
Need a quick number or follower boost, say one of the two things. The N-word, hard R, and preach about Christianity or something, or that white people need to be cold and fuck the patriarchy.
I also think that shit is dumb. Like, if you're one of these people that's like, I hate all men, kill all men. Or I hate white people, you all suck. Like, all of this is so fucking dumb to me. Like, it's so dumb. Like, all of these extremes are just so stupid. Dude, I'm legit so middle ground. I'm so centrist a lot of the time. It's like, how about we just don't say fuck anyone like that? How about, like, we actually try and, like, understand. Clearly there are issues on both sides that need to be addressed. How about we, like, have a conversation, come to an understanding of what, like, problems actually are, rather than trying to, like, cater to an extreme. All this pendulum swinging stuff, like, how about we actually come to, like, understanding and things have nuance onto it? You know, like, how about that? How about nuanced conversations in 2026? Please, I'm begging.
or something.
I give you the pass, let it rip. You fucking. There we go, thank you.
But Nusagi, I hear you ask, what if I'm not North American and these politics don't apply to me? Tough luck. Pretend to be a Westoid, I guess. Or maybe be racist towards Koreans and the Chinese instead. That usually works sometimes. All these strategies, from copying design elements, copying and participating in rampant engagement, sympathy, and rage bait, the leeching, the trend joining, the drama farming, we'll get into that later, and the political grifting, all scream one point. Everyone wants attention. That everyone, and I mean everyone, is competing hard for the limited attention and eyes VTubing has. VTubing ultimately has—
Yeah, that's why y'all here watching me right now. Cause I'm so much better than everybody else, okay? That's— No, I don't fucking care. I think y'all are crazy if you're here, bro. I'll be real, bro. If you're, there's something wrong with y'all if you're here, bro. I'm gonna be sure. You got some fucking screws loose, bro. Ego.
a cap on the numbers of viewers. The biggest VTuber that we have that
we need an ego emote
yet to be surpassed was Gargura at 4 million subscribers. That is like less than 10 times smaller than the regular community. And it's one that hasn't really moved significantly since 2020. So everyone is a bit desperate. Everyone is struggling to keep their career sustainable and is often willing to do anything to reach the top or maintain their status quo, even if it means betraying, even if it means LARPing, even if it means sacrificing your mental health. And because everyone is having a difficult time, it leads to the next D in our pipeline.
I'm so happy right now, dude. I get to play like games. I get to talk about what I won. It's so cool. I'm having fun. I don't feel like I have to grift. I don't feel like I have to grift. I don't feel like I have to pander to anything. I could talk about whatever the fuck I want without fear of anything. I get to play whatever the fuck I want. I get to be candid. Like there's no part of my brain that's like, oh, I have to make sure I have these talking points today. It's so fucking freeing. And if you don't like what I say, that's fine. I'm cool with it. But it's so freeing to be like, I could just say genuinely how I feel. It's good. It's great.
Disillusionment. For the VTuber side, after the usual agency experience of being abused or sex-pested or even bullied by your own genmates, it might be a little hard to trust people again. But what is even harder is if the people you used to work with, like your genmates, started to actually be successful and climb the ladder. You know some of these people. They are not good people. How the fuck are they being rewarded? Another case, what if the acquaintance or friend that you've trusted so much that you've exposed your heart to ends up betraying you after 1 or 2 disagreements? Hell, another would be if a third-party company that you hired to deal with your shit ended up scamming you. Maybe the fact—
I'm gonna be real, bro. Sometimes there are some people that come into your life and you're cool with them for a while, and then over time, they just become not particularly great people, okay? That might happen. And sometimes things can get messy, and that's kind of just life sometimes. Especially if you get close to people, like it just kind of just be life. Like, I know that personally, okay? Like I know that personally. It is what it is. Sometimes things get messy, but you have to realize that you sign up for that sometimes when you get close to people.
you've lovingly cultivated decides to abandon you after you're no longer the shiniest girl in the block. Or worse, if you do GFE, turn into an auntie after they just try to dox you and discover that you had a partner, or if you did something that they did not like.
Guys, I'm married, I have 4 children, and I have a boyfriend that shit out of me every day! That's not true. Yep. I'm actually 42 as well. I'm actually 42. Yeah, I peg him. That's it. I actually peg him every night. I have a husband, I have 4 kids, and I peg my husband every night. That's not true. You're married and have a boyfriend. That's how you know. That's how you know that I'm so alone. I said I'm married and have a boyfriend. That's how you know. That's how you know I'm so chronically alone.
What does any of this mean for a girl? Disillusionment. The magic is gone. you see the industry for what it truly is behind the scenes. Different cabals scheming, conniving, and backstabbing their way to the top. A bunch of immature, high school-minded, and emotionally, intellectually stunted people who would dump an expose on your ass for a mistake that could have been talked out in private. A bunch of predatory and exploitative—
Oh, but even then, sometimes you try to talk to people and sort things out in private and it never gets sorted out. So months later, you're just like, fuck it, I've had enough. Sometimes people don't want to sort things out in private, man. Trust me, I know.
Individuals trying to siphon as much money and clout as they can from anyone they can snake out of. This medium that used to inspire so much creative spark in you has begun to develop a negative association, a feeling that looms so heavy it makes you want to give up on this industry. And that is a very, very sad thing. And if you are a fan or an audience member, it's a bit simpler. The collapse of multiple agencies you might have been a fan of, the exposés and many mistakes of the creators you've loved, the vague posting, the frequent drama that they get themselves embroiled in or started, the side comments, the questionable decisions, all piled on top of each other.
Oh my god. The Deme situation, bro. I was too busy in Japan to see what happened on Twitter. What I meant by SFW, since a lot of people are confused. I'm okay with lewd, never have not been okay with it. Just like see people fuck.
It plants a seed of doubt in your head, and that seed eventually grows. You just stop liking people. You just stop trusting VTubers, stop trusting VTuber agencies. That once source of boundless joyful energy from your favorite streamer group could get spoiled by one bad Google Docie. Suddenly, you question if your Oshis are the people you thought they were. You notice how fake a lot of things seem. It is reminiscent of celebrity—
I'm so fake. Everyone that I'm friends with, I fucking hate. That Ethan guy, I fucking hate him. Red New, piece of shit. Kazuhana, oh my god, I hate him so much, bro. They're not my friends. Thoma, they're not my real friends.
culture before the internet was a thing. People loved actors. People really only hated certain—
Yeah, Amethyst Abrams. Bleh.
Celebrities for superficial reasons like, you know, Justin Bieber gay or his music bad. But when the internet became a thing, they started yapping, and the more they opened their mouth, they revealed how dumb, malicious, or profoundly unlikable they are. In but half a generation, their carefully crafted PR and identities got broken down online because they cannot shut the fuck up. Such a thing is happening in VTubing. Even VTubers that used to be uncritiquable now have critics because of the things they do or say, and
Iron Mouse gets critiqued so fucking much. Like, some of it, I get it, but some, I feel like it's so overblown. I feel like we're living in an age right now where people really get off from wanting to critique other people. Like, one streamer, someone does something even a little bit strange or out of left field or left base or left wing that is like whatever, and it's like the worst thing imaginable to those people, right? It's the worst fucking imaginable. But the people that often critique the hardest, they're not perfect either. Like, so many people could be like, this person's awful, they do XYZ. Bitch, I think you've probably done some things that other people would hate too. And if you were in the spotlight or had an audience, people would shit on you for as well. And the internet is so fucking crazy. Like, everyone's like, oh, this person's so awful. Bitch, I bet that you've done fucking worse things too. It's so crazy. And it's the internet. People just want to like get a leg up and like just have their opinions. It's fucking crazy.
sometimes it's even because of things they don't do or say. Figures like Bao, Amalie, Iron Mouse, Shylily, and even fucking Iago. Iago!
Cab, your model is moving a lot. Are you having sex live on stream?
While they are still beloved in the mainstream, doubts about their character had been planted already, and these doubts are no longer just living in
I'm gonna have to cut that out of the video. I'm gonna have to cut that out of the video. Oh.
boards and circles. They're a bit more widespread now, just waiting for their next drama so they can jump like an alligator. And whether you agree or disagree with the criticisms around them, it's clear that the tides are shifting against the medium as a whole. And I think this is just a symptom of the greater point, that people are noticing. And when people notice, they do one of two things: step back or double down. Those that aren't unemployed or do actually touch grass prefer to step back. But because these are VTuber fans that are dedicated and parasocial to their favorites, And because these are VTubers that need their platforms to be alive, most industry members opt to actually double down. Thus, the next D happens, division. Every VTuber wants to grow, no matter fucking what. Everyone wants the industry.
I'm gonna start saying slurs. If I do, will I get more subs? If I say a slur right now, can someone drop a gifted real quick? Yo, I'll say a slur for a gifted sub. Let it rip. You fucking. I hate you. You fucking. Pussy. Not fair. Fuck off. Ew, thank you for the bits, lovely.
What a bitch! What a nasty, vile fucking cunt!
Say it!
What a bitch!
Say it! No,
What
stop!
a nasty,
Stop,
vile
stop.
fucking cunt!
Stop! You fucking! I hate you! You suck a every time I can't get over your face! Oh, Jesus. What am I doing, bro? Chat, edit it in! Why did Drake compare as soon as I started saying slurs on stream? What fucking coincidence is this? The fuck?
To improve and expand, but everyone sees how to do it differently. Old school traditional VTubers and fans prefer to keep it
Why
as
did
it
my
is when
viewer
they
count
join.
go up? Why did my viewers go up now? What did I do? Oh, whatever, bro. Fuck! You fucking hate you! You fuck you! You're a fucking. I hated everything about you.
Character-driven, dismissive of drama, a space truly and purely for weebs and losers. Light-hearted. Usually, these are your Hololive and small agency fans, and VTubers and VTuber fans who's been around since 2020 or 2021. Anyone that's adjacent to the JP side of the industry, really. But newer fans want to see it change, bereft of
Oh
advocacy.
my
What a
god,
nasty,
bro!
vile
What the
fucking
fuck
cunt.
is this? What is this, bro? What do you want me
What
to
a
say?
bitch.
What is?
What a nasty, vile fucking cunt.
No, no. Safe. No. Begging stream starts now. Oriel, you're a fucking. I hate you. Everything about you is such a fucking. You're a. Let's go. Yourself now. You now. Now.
No parasocialism, able to show your faces, sanitized. These people came from the Twitch and Western streamer culture. So these two types of fans see certain acts or cultural aspects differently.
Twitches.
For a few examples, traditional fans hate the trend hopping and engagement bait and the VTuber versus IRL because it's not something that VTubers of their era would do. It muddies how a VTuber could be counted and what a VTuber even means. Whereas newer fans absolutely enjoy it or don't mind. Newer fans hate a lot of the JP-sourced cultures of VTubing such as lolly, idol culture, and even the character bits, whereas traditional fans are absolutely okay with these and even love
Do you know what I think? I think this is a good thing in a way because it means there's more options. Just go and watch what you like. It's literally that simple. There's more options, there's more different things. Just go observe what you like.
of it. Traditional fans wants to keep real-world affairs and politics out of their anime girls and values professionalism and orderliness. Whereas newer fans tend to value the lawlessness and wants to have current affairs follow them into their brand a lot of the time. This is VTubing's very specific brand of politics, and you might even notice that it has a very interesting reflection onto actual real-world politics. My perspective is that old fans were taken in by VTubing's very niche appeal. VTubing had its set culture, similar to any community. Its target demographic were originally people like me. Weebs, nerds, and losers. But when VTubing got popular, many opportunistic e-girls as well as predatory businessmen saw a golden opportunity. And when the large influx of these people came,
I'm just a retard on the internet, bro. Also, I want to give a big shout out to the people that make customizable VTuber models, because I really think that's allowed the VTubing space to fucking explode. Like, I use a customizable model for like my stuff. Like, I really like, it really allows anyone to start VTubing and to have a platform and to start like building brands and stuff. I think it like really opens up the space, and I don't like gatekeeping like that. I think it's so awesome that it's easy now for a lot of people to just go and join in and have fun and build your brand. You do you.
they chose to dismiss many of its cultural aspects and turned it into an aesthetic choice or a brand new buzzword that they can pitch to investors or something. Some of the new people coming in aren't really even
How much do
beings.
custom models cost to get done? Anywhere from a couple hundred to multiple thousands, lovely.
They're tourists that just saw what looks to be the cool new fresh hip thing or just wanted to have the feeling of identifying with something. I always mourn the death of a culture that were made by nerds and losers, because when said cultures became mainstream, a lot of what makes it soulful gets removed for something more normal. The current development of VTubing is just one of the mainstream's many victims, in my opinion. But at the same time, it's not like I liked all parts of the traditional culture too. For example, while I don't mind GFE or parasocial relationships and I even think it gets overly demonized, I also think that it's weird some traditional fans hate.
Do you guys want to come back with me? Do you want me to keep you company while you guys sleep? I can be there for you. You having a really hard day today? I can make your day better. Just spend a little bit of time with me, you know? And then okay. I'm sorry, bro. I'm fuck.
It when their Oshis talk to the opposite sex like a Holostar or Nijisanji member, that some people engage too deeply with it or have deluded themselves into thinking that these VTubers, these girls, are actually single. The tribalistic parts of idol culture is something I don't like. I don't like how certain bad situations are often downplayed because they don't like the negative air of drama, and they perpetuate this forced air of sanitation. And in relation to that, I don't like how hugboxy it feels most of the time. Some of these people
That's fair.
actually worship the multi-million-dollar agency and treat these adult women like they're toddlers. Criticism, even constructive, is not welcome. At the same time, something that I agree
I also, there's something that personally this is a personal taste thing. I don't like how sometimes some viewers like infantilize like VTubers or certain people. Obviously certain VTubers, they invite that kind of stuff and that's what they want. And that's up to you to decide. But I think sometimes some people, like viewers, do it without realizing they're doing it, and I think that's kind of strange. Like actually infantilizing people and treating them like they're kids. It's very weird to me. Like if anyone does that to me, you're gone, right? Like I'm a, you know, that's not for me. Yeah, some celebs do it too. Yeah, it's a thing in celebrity culture too. Like I'm good. I'm good. Baby want Milky. Ah! Oh god. Oh god, I'm so sorry. That was so loud. Oh my god. I pressed the wrong button. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That was deafening. I'm so sorry.
with the newer fans is self-expression. Being able to talk about problems in the industry is a good thing. Being able to do more with the concept of piloting a virtual character is cool, to a certain extent. For example, I think VTubing is fine, but even saying that is going to give me fierce pushback from traditional fans, and at the same time, it isn't enough to count me in as welcome in the newer fans' tribe. But why I am talking about this isn't to broadcast my opinion, it's to explain that my situation is only one of many, and it's a consequence of this big divide. Nuances are thrown out of the window to favor agendas and broader, more extreme narratives. You, as a fan or a VTuber, are categorized based off of vibes, based off of the VTubers that you watch.
What vibe do I give? If you had to describe me in like 1 to 3 words, what vibe? What do I give? No comment, stupid. Gay, unhinged, retard. Chaotic gremlin, homeless crackhead. Crazy grandma. Silly Welsh girl. Nasty, vile, fucking retard. Brain dead, loud. Dumbass, crackhead, silly. silly airhead gremlin, weird bitch, Captain Cabinetz, raccoon, a dad pegger, cringe gay sad, married with boyfriend, silly granny, white, wench. Some of these are fucking crazy, bro. Why would 50? Bro, Bonga. Bro, China number... Okay, something Futa. This is... Okay. Okay, I kind of regret asking. I kind of regret asking. Oh, shit. You guys fucking hate me. You guys hate me. Oh. 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 How would you say such a thing?
You are supposed to help the collective push the agenda even if there are things you disagree with on your own tribe. I remember back in the day, there used to be cross-pollination between cultures. Holo and Twitch VTuber fans, for example, were like curious and generally welcoming citizens that wanted to meet with each other and see the sides of their nations. It used to be a big deal, and an entire event even, when a Hololive member would collab with a 𝑬𝑽𝑬𝑽𝑬 member or an 𝑬𝑽𝑽𝑬𝑹 member. For example, do we all remember the Romeo and Juliet memes of Kiara and Pomo? But again, as time passed on, the differences grew too big. Incidents such as the big 𝑬𝑽𝑽𝑬𝑹 Discord leak, the 𝑬𝑽𝑬𝑽𝑬 Nuxtaku situation, Salengate, the Wizard
Oh god, what the fuck? What happened to Nuxtaku, bro? What happened to that guy? He just like disappeared. Like bro actually just disappeared off the internet.
game incident, and other politically laced drama created a sense of animosity between each other. And yes, there are still traditional fans that like new VTubers and new VTuber fans that like traditional VTubers, but we rarely see cross-cultural pollination happen anymore. And I think that's a sad thing. Of course, between the traditional and new fans, they have their own sub-factions, right? Incidents like the Cinderdoki drew circles in the indie sphere, how that fandom doesn't even know if they should like Filian or not. The Holostars Axin and Sameko Sabadrot also tore a divide in the traditional group. Both are not as unified as you might think. I could draw a map of these groups of people, as well as their factions, but that would require me to go full autist mode and speculate like a motherfucker. Maybe I'll do that in another video or something. As a whole, these frequent clashes, these attempts to gain popularity, the disillusioned people who see the industry for what it is, culminate in the last D. Drama. Aside from political grifting, engagement baiting, copycatting, virtue signaling, aesthetic stealing, and goonerism, there is also drama farming. Now obviously,
Who would ever do that, man? Who would ever farm drama in a community? I don't know who would ever do that. I don't know who would ever. I don't do it anymore, okay? I'm reformed. Some of y'all are fucking morons, though. I'll be real. Hey, some people deserve to be called out because that's fucking stupid. All right. Apart from that, I'm an ethical drama farmer. I'm an ethical. I only do it to people that it's deserving to. Okay. I don't do it anymore. It's fine.
obviously, I'm part of this problem. I've been making videos about
It's fine
VTubing
because I'm always right, so it's okay.
since late 2021, and I originally didn't start covering drama a lot. I was broadly focused towards commentary and recalling events, but during the big 2024, I pivoted somewhat. And now I stream at least once a week talking about the drama that happens in the industry, and I upload highlights and clips onto my second channel. I have a passion for autistically talking about issues, events, and wider topics about VTubing as a culture and medium. That's what my main channel is for. But me doing drama was a natural step in the pipeline. And the thing is, it's successful. In fact, it is so fucking successful that sometimes even my highlights channel actually beats my main channel in terms of monthly viewership. But the thing is, I'm not the only one that did this, especially in 2024 and
Kaz! Kaz! That's my bestie right there! That's my fucking goat, bro. That's my fucking bestie, bro.
2025. In fact, I would like to think I'm one of the slower ones. Kyo and False ID are gone, and some of the drama-hating parts of the industry celebrated that, but the thing is, they left a massive gap in the market. People that were worse or better were eventually going to replace them, and that gap, that demand, was filled in by creators like Kazahana and Lydia. fucking even Catliente to a certain extent. And that's only on the YouTube side of things. The drama coverage and discussion on the Twitter side is inarguably.
I feel like Kat, she did more like art stuff, no? Like drama and artists. And VTubers were quite frequent because there's lots of art in VTubing, obviously.
100 times worse. On Twitter, it's not just drama and news tubers that talks about news and drama, it's fucking everyone. Everyone.
People love it. Do you know why people love drama? Why do you think reality shows and reality show slop was so popular? We as human beings, sometimes we kind of live for it. We kind of live for the shit flinging. It's entertainment. I'm gonna be real. I'm one of them. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I think drama is fucking entertaining. And if you think it isn't, I think you're lying. Like, let's be honest. Sometimes it's fucking entertaining. Sometimes it's so out of proportion, so not cool and not fun. But some of it is fun. It's just true. There's a reason why people like reality shows, bro.
Has something to say about current event. So in VTubing, whenever something bad happens and if you're on the goddamn site, you're going to know or hear about it one way or another. And the sheer number of people drama peddling makes the negative air around the industry thicker. So much so that 1 week without major drama is actually a
My normal model is the same model that Powder uses, and people like to remind me about that sometimes. A lot of my acquaintances are obsessed with reality shows. I just don't get it. Like, they don't watch it casually, they're obsessed. Yeah, people just like getting involved with other people's lives. It also gathers people together in a good way or a bad way. Is it really? Yeah. It's a very popular model, though. It's very popular, customizable. All drama is fun to someone, which is why it's constantly popping off.
A godsend. VTuber fans can actually breathe for a bit, and I actually get to watch some streams. Blocking people like me isn't really even enough to stop drama from appearing in your timeline at this point. Again, you will hear about drama one way or another. Your timeline might even get full of it, and it's only a matter of time and topic that you will eventually participate in it as well. The main point of this particular D, the core of it, is that negativity sells. Agenda posting. Publicly throwing shade at people you don't like but did nothing to you, creating Google Docies for the most nothing burger issues, ignoring healthy communication with your peers so you can make a big stink about it, virtue signaling, and vague posting about.
Oh, I think virtue signaling gets thrown out like crazy these days. People like use the term for things that I don't even think it warrants it. Like, everything's now virtue signaling. Oh, there's no way you can have that opinion. You must be virtue signaling. Oh, there's no way you care about this issue. You have to be virtue signaling. Like, it's kind of strange. It's like everyone's so skeptical. No one believes that someone could do something because it's like a good thing or they believe in it. Everything is now, oh, they must be virtue. You don't actually really, just virtue signaling. Well, maybe people actually genuinely care about stuff sometimes. I don't know, man.
The bad thing are all meta strats employed by VTubers big and small, even the ones that you know. Whether you want to admit it or not, a lot of VTubers start drama or exactly know what they're doing by saying or doing something inflammatory, whether for attention or for their own unspoken agenda. All of this compounds. Because people are having a difficult time gaining attention, there's going to be drama. Because people are disillusioned, there's going to be drama. Because people are
I remember, do you guys know Josh Strife Hayes? He's a content creator that talks about MMOs and like other gaming and does like reviews on stuff. And it's one of my favorite creators. I love Josh Strife Hayes. There was like a meme or like a concept that was going around Twitter of like push the red or blue button. Do you guys remember that? I'm not gonna go into it. But like if you push, if you push the red button, you save yourself. If you push the blue button, if 50% of the population don't push the blue button, then they all die. One of those ones. He was like a red button pusher, and everyone's saying that he was like, oh, you're a bad individual for like pressing that red button or whatever. And then he made a tweet being like, okay, seeing as though we're all talking in a dialogue, how about we do something actual like good? How about go give blood? I do it. You should do it. And he showed like his like donation card. And everyone called him like not everyone. People called him a virtue signaler. He's like, what do you mean virtue signaler? I actually went and did the thing that I preach. What do you mean? What do you mean virtue signaler? I'm actually going to, I do the thing that I preach and I say, hey, if we're going to argue about doing a good deed, go actually do one. It's like, it's so strange. Oh, you're virtue signaling. Yeah, I guess. But at least they actually practice what they preach.
Divided, there is going to be drama. When the industry is filled and dominated by high school-minded people, this becomes a toxic and deliberate self-sustaining cycle. I think these are the main reasons why VTubing has become so negative. I'm sure you have something to say that I might have missed, but I think whatever you can think of will roughly fit into one of the 4Ds. Again, admittingly, I am part of this cycle, but I guarantee you 99% of the creators and fans in this space are all part of the cycle too. Many of the VTubers you like might have also politically grifted or currently is, might have also done bad engagement bait or sympathy or rage baits up till now.
I would
might have
never drama farm, never.
Signaled and still do, might have grandstanded and still do, might have started or peddled drama and still do. We just need to be a bit honest with ourselves. Everyone has sort of a hand in setting precedents that made the industry a tiny bit worse. Worse in this case is subjective, but the discussion of it still breeds that same air of conflict, of negativity. And I think that's why we can't go back to the way it used to be. We were just so optimistic and captured by the magical nature of VTubing, now we don't have that figurative anesthesia anymore. However, even if that's the case, there is still a way to engage in VTubing that might preserve a little bit of that magic if it's still on your person. And it's to uninstall Twitter. No,
Oh
seriously,
God,
just,
so true.
yeah, uninstall Twitter. 99% of the drama comes from Twitter, okay? Or heck, a less effective yet sort of valid way is to block people. You don't want to hear about drama? Block it. You don't like certain VTubers? Block them and their fans.
I do that. Oh, when there are certain people, or like, I even do it to creators. I don't care if it comes off as petty. If I just don't like them or I don't want to see what they post, I just block it. I block so many people now, and like, it actually is so refreshing. Like, oh, you can't handle criticism, you block everybody. Yep! And what? And what? Who, you mad? Are you upset by that? Who cares?
Yeah. To a certain extent, the happiest remaining VTuber fans are the ones that are ignorant of the bullshit that is going on in Twitter and usually just stick to their own circles. Clip watchers who only watch the occasional VTuber clips or don't give too much of a fuck to delve deep into threads. Casuals who engage with a little bit of everyone. Stream watchers that focus their energy entirely on the VTuber and their group streams and only engage with the peers and community instead of everything else. Unironically, the one effective way that I've noticed the happier parts of the industry do is just to ignore everything else. No engaging with it, just ignoring it. Try doing that in 2026. Focusing all your energy into having fun instead of anything else was unironically the source of positivity in 2020.
Oh, it's the whole.
The rest of the world was negative, especially with the pandemic, but VTubers allowed an outlet to be able to have fun by ignoring the world for a bit. In a sense, just do the same thing that we've all done before, albeit more deliberate this time. Despite the flawed nature of VTubing and its people, I still call it my home. There's a reason I keep coming back to it even after my 10th graduation / hiatus. It's a fucked up place, but there's life here. It's still beautiful. There are still sights to behold, people to meet, subcultures and communities to explore, and 2D girls to simp for, obviously. So despite the absolute state of VTubing, I'm
When am I gonna get my own simps, bro? When's it gonna happen? All y'all just fucking hate me. When is it my turn to get simps, bro? When is it my turn?
gonna stick around. And, you know, I hope some of the people watching this video still do too.
Now, honestly, I think this was a fun video. I think this was fun. This was a good conversation. This was a great conversation to have. I appreciate y'all. I'm live almost every single day. Join my Discord if you want to recommend me videos to watch. I'm always down to do that. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. This is so silly and fun. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!